Out of every game to pick in the world to play and review, Deer Hunt Reloaded is probably something not on your radar. But I do think it's an interesting game to really talk about and to express that passion and feeling in the game that should have been there, but isn't there. Once we start getting into it, you'll understand what I mean. When we talk about the game, we mostly talk about gameplay and the story, but we're going to talk about the story first, since that's where it's really weak and easy to explain. It basically goes down to you want to become the best hunter in the world, and you just hunt, hunt, hunt until you get to the end. That's it. There's really nothing else to the game. I wouldn't necessarily call it an awful story, but it isn't really strong by any means necessary. It's enjoyable for the dumb fun that it is, but it's nothing too strong or weak that it could really break the game. But when you go through the game, you go through three different locations. First, you start off in Texas.
Howdy there. Name's Tyler.
Then you move to Colorado.
Hey. Hello? This thing working? What's up, dude? My name's Eddie.
And then finally hit Alaska.
Hey, Tenderfoot.
If you did buy the DLC, you do also go to Canada for a bit of fun.
Bonjour, my friend. My name is Logan. I run hunting guides in Quebec and New Brunswick.
The game does end in Alaska, the end all be all locations. But if you do get the DLC, like I said before, you do end up in Canada hunting with Logan. It's still an enjoyable experience, it's just more bang for your buck. After finishing the game, you can go back to any location that you visited prior and go on and hunt any animals that you wish to. This is mostly just to get the mastery stars in the game, but that's about it. Unless you are going to get a true 100% by getting every weapon, every attachment, everything in this whole game. When talking about gameplay, it will consist of you choosing your region, location, and spot to hunt in. The game will put you down a linear path, giving you an easy access to the animals that you'll be hunting. The game has a very basic leveling up system. As you progress, you will earn XP by hunting animals and by completing story-related tasks and challenges. The only thing that leveling affects is the type of weapon that you can buy right off the bat. Other than that, the game doesn't have anything else hidden behind its leveling system. It almost feels pointless to have the leveling system in play. It feels like a wasted opportunity to do something creative with it. Instead, they put in the minimalist effort into making the system and wasted both the developer's time and the player's time. Why do something this pointless other than to check off a box on things we need in this game? They don't even bother trying to increase the level cap. They just say, fuck it, we're done here. They put more time and effort in the upgrade system for the weapons than they did the leveling system, since they made the conscious decision that some weapons should get certain upgrades over others. It almost feels pointless to have the leveling system in play. It feels like a wasted opportunity to do something creative with it. Instead, they put the minimalist effort into making this system and wasted both the developers and the player's time. Getting away from the actual gameplay, I do rather enjoy the voice acting that has been done in the game, even though it's very limited. Everyone is distinct in their voices and are given decent voice direction. The only person that gets aggravating to hear is Cheryl.
Near about as I can reckon. Tyler is wasting his time with you.
No offense to the voice actress Brandy Cope, but her snarky remarks and constant hounding of your radio gets really annoying pretty fast. It's just the same repetitive lines over and over again without any change in her tone. This makes the character come off rather annoying rather than an intimidating rival. It feels like a wasted potential of her character and voice actress.
Cheryl is stalking something. See if you can beat her to it.
As you progress through the story hunts, you will start to unlock perks in the game. You unlock these perks by completing the halfway story challenge and the final story challenge. These are permanent boosts that affect your walking speed to slowing down time while scoped and breath in. These perks can range from useless to completely breaking the game. Along the journey, you will be taking down only 3 main animals in the region, along with the occasional predator hanging around the corner. Every animal comes in different sizes, starting from small, medium, large, and monster. Each has its varying rewards for taking them down, but only the monster and large variants are distinctive from a distance. The more that you hunt, the more the animals feel the same. They never have different physical features that stoke your interest. The only time that happens is during one specific mission in each region. These are the legendary animals. They only stick out for just a little bit, but once they are killed, they are only available in the trophy room to see. I will give them credit for including a trophy room, since some games don't even have the simple feature that should be in every hunting game by default. Other than that, you can see how many animals you have taken down and see other stats about that animal. When going for 100% and getting the platinum trophy, this game will test your patience. You will be relying on the almighty RNGesus to complete this game. The most annoying trophy to get is getting all the mastery stars in the game for the main animals. All 9 of them must have 30 stars that you collect, and the only way to collect these stars is by completing challenges for said animal. The problem is that you rarely get a challenge for the 3rd animal in this game. So for instance, the Aoudad sheep will be very difficult to get, and you will be constantly grinding other challenges just to get the chance for this one challenge in order to obtain the 1 star. This will be the make or break moment for most people that want to go for it all. This one trophy took me over 2 weeks to finish, and I played for most of the day just grinding, hoping that I will get 1 challenge in order to get a star. It says something about your game when I'm excited to see a challenge for an animal pop up. It makes you feel like you won the lottery. I was happy to see the last challenge pop up, and I was able to complete it since I knew it was over. I was happy to see the last challenge pop up, and I was able to complete it since I knew that it was all over. Once that platinum came up, I immediately closed the game and I deleted it. And just a sense of relief had settled in. For what's supposed to be an easy game, this trophy was the most pain in the ass part of the entire experience. But then I decided to get the one DLC that was available when coming back to the game. The Vanoss DLC, Canada. What can I say? It's more of the same that I just covered. It's cool that we can go across the northern border and hunt. For an extra $10, it's not a horrible purchase, but I can't recommend it unless you really want to hunt in Canada. I recommend waiting for a sale on this DLC. It only goes for about $3 to $5, and it surprisingly goes on sale quite often, making it an adequate addition to your game. But only if you truly enjoy this type of gameplay. In fact, the game goes on sale quite often, making it a good buy if you are interested in the game. If you are still interested in 100%ing the game, there are a few trophies that could be a pain to obtain if you don't know what you need ahead of time. The Take a Nap trophy is a simple one to get, but paying attention, finding a bedroll in the game is something that may not cross your mind when playing. I do think this is a dumb trophy, but you gotta do what you have to get 100%. Next is the duck hunts. If you want to do this, just complete 10 hunts, but wait until you see the complete the hunt, otherwise it won't count. Trust me, I know. It's best to leave and re-enter the area in order to guarantee that you'll complete it. Lastly, I want to talk about the Mastery Stars trophy. I would suggest that you put it on a podcast or some music because it's going to take a long time to get this one. I suggest a semi-auto over a bolt-action rifle since you can get more rounds and have faster follow-up shots to help you with these challenges. Other than that, I wish you good luck when going for 100%. You're going to need it, kid. Once you complete the final mission in Alaska, you'll be confronted by all of the regular guides, except for Logan, telling you how they either saw the potential that you had the moment you stepped into that area, or they had no idea you turned out to be one of their best hunter out there. Everyone chimes in except for Cheryl, congratulating you on surviving the challenges and the wilderness.
Hey, Hunter, it's Tyler. When I first laid eyes on you, I thought you were not gonna make it. Not everyone has what it takes to be Master Hunter, but you have proven me wrong in a spectacular way. Dude, I always knew you could do it, but I must admit, you had me a little worried taking on all those wolves. You should have seen it from my perspective. Bang, bang, bang!
Well, in Alaska, you looked like a tenderfoot that was going to get themselves killed. But you turned out to be a real hunter with the heart of an Alaskan. Staring down Kodiaks that would have made an outsider faint.
So what we're saying is that we want to give you something for your trophy room as a token of our esteem. Something that shows the world you're a master of your domain. A true hunting ace.
Yep, a master hunter. Don't go thinking that this is the end of the road. Every animal is different, and every location brings new challenges to conquer. You've impressed us for sure. Now see if you can impress the rest of the world.
I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about. Is the game worth a purchase? Barely, but there is some fun that you have in this game if you turn off your brain and you want the full enjoyment. But if we talk about 100%ing, this is good for someone that is starting off to fully complete a game, showing them that it isn't always easy to 100%, especially when RNG is involved. For a veteran, you'll have no issues 100%ing the game other than having to face our worst nightmares, RNG. That should cover it. Hopefully this was actually useful to you, to at least one person. I know it's not for everyone's taste, and for this being a very first video, it's very rough, I understand that, but I am looking for feedback and anything to help me, just to get a little edge on this. I know I definitely need a new mic. This would definitely be something I would firstly purchase, but I think that's truly it. I think that's everything I wanted to say about this game that I can truly think of off the top of my head. I mean, what can I say? It's decent fun, but nothing too serious. It's weird. It truly is. But thank you for watching so much. I would say like, comment, and subscribe, but I know you're not that stupid. Trust me. You've been doing this for how long? If you don't know this, then welcome to YouTube, and then like, comment, and subscribe. But other than that, don't really worry about it. I just want to see how far this gets. But once again, thank you, and never forget to always change the game. Thank you for watching.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow.
Yeah! All done! Yes!